You're not gonna believe what happened. I I recorded this whole thing and it was like 12 minutes and it was like, you can't record. Like, or it showed the little play button with like a line through it, like the file was like not. That is, wow, that's pretty stressful. Anyways, I'm gonna look at this as an opportunity to be a little more clear about what I was going to say. So welcome for the first time today. A legend. Can I put this here? Carrying this is making my hands sweaty. Maybe it'll, nope, nope. Um, I'm so nervous that this one won't save either. Girl, what are you doing? Maybe if I just do it in smaller spurts, it will. Oh, I forgot to put a filter on. Let me do that. I hate when I forget to put a filter on. Look at this. It's called Dizzy Filter on my MacBook on a photo booth, you know? That's what I record this on. I record it on photo booth. Um, but here's something cool. I have this beautiful setup. I have my microphone today. I have my headphones on today. Um, Literally, it's a Saturday morning. It's an easy day for me, not for Tim. Tim had to go to work early because he had to go into work at all. He's usually off because somebody no call no show, and that's unfortunate. So I was like, you know what? I'll record. I'll record. And I really want to talk about the idea of play. And actually, first I want to say that this setup reminds me of my Girl Dharma podcast. I used to do this podcast, and it's on my other channel. So if you're like on my page, you'll see like my YouTube family, and then you'll see other links are like my other accounts. And one of them is Wake Upism, which I would love to get into posting more consistently on, because I'd love to put my meditation teaching certification to work. And I think meditation is a great tool, and everyone should have access to it through things like free YouTube videos. But I also had my Girl Dharma podcast, which where basically I don't have a therapist. I don't have a therapist, and I feel like this is like scandalous to say with everything going on with Miss Kendra. And I'm not gonna say anything else about her other than like, well, okay, so Kendra thinks her psychiatrist is in love with her, and she's on TikTok, and she's got these like 20-part series. And I'm seeing all these videos that are like this crazy lady, this crazy lady. She's seeing a psychiatrist for a reason. She had a therapist for a reason. Like, this is not a crazy person. This is a person with like a serious mental health, like some serious mental health problems, you know? And that's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, I don't have a therapist, so my podcast was like, it was very much talking through my adult life, but having a second view, and that second view was looking at things through the lens of my inner child. And so I decided the first video I made, I was like, you know what? Girl Drama Podcast is back. As soon as I figure out how to organize better, as soon as I figure out how to get my daily videos up that I really, really love doing and have prioritized doing, then hello, I'm gonna jump back into the weekly podcast, I think. I'm excited about this. And so my setup, oh my goodness, I'll have to take a video after. My setup is very cute, very reminiscent of, teenage girl sleepover, kind of like hanging out, I it's a Saturday morning. I'm on my bed. Look at how colorful and cute it is. And I've got my microphone hooked up to my MacBook, and I've got my breakfast here that I have not eaten yet. What kind of breakfast is this, right? Not the kind I normally eat, but it's a Saturday morning. I'm playing on my laptop. I'm recording some videos. I went to a Walmart yesterday with Tim to get these vegan cupcakes, which they carry them at Walmart again. I love these. Tim will eat the other one. And then they have oat milk ones now. I used to love these. One time in high school, I slept over at my friend Kira's house, and when we woke up in the morning, it was like, well, one, she kept trying to push me out of the house because, like, is your mom coming? Do you need a ride? Like, and it was early. But because her mom was like, oh, if Christina leaves by this time, maybe we'll be able to go to IKEA. And her and her brother were like, go to IKEA. And so, anyways, when we woke up in the morning, it was very like, should we go get some snacks from downstairs? Let's open the laptop. Let's scroll through Tumblr. And it was very like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a certain vibe. Lately, I've been playing around with the idea of play and of being silly. I used to think the word silly was kind of insulting. Like, it's like when people used to, like, I remember the first time I heard the word quirky in high school, and someone's like, she's quirky. And I was like, what does that mean? And they're like, it's like weird, but not in a bad way. And I'm like, what are you? Do you think I'm weird? I can't tell how loud I'm being with these headphones on. So I wonder if my neighbors are like, what the? Just hanging out. I'm just hanging out. Um, yeah. And so I was saying, especially when you work with kids, it's like, I worked with kids for a while there, and it was like, are we being too silly? Okay, is this silly time or is this serious time? And so I feel weird about the word silly, but in the artist way, I'm on week 11, by the way. That's crazy. And not to go off on a tangent, but I feels bittersweet. It feels so bittersweet. I am. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. Am I going to stay creative when this is over? Am I going to continue painting just because? Am I going to continue doing random things with clay just because I saw it and I was like, this would be cool? Am I going to continue posting my videos? Huge fear. I'm going to, uh, what if I what if I don't even notice that I stop becoming creative? What if I don't notice that I'm no longer prioritizing the sense of community? What if one day I just look back and months have passed and I'm like, oh, wait, weren't we messaging each other every week? I'm so sorry. I forgot for the last 9 weeks. Oh, remember when I used to paint every day? Oh, wow. Should I try to paint again? What if it doesn't come out the way I like? Like, what if I just start being hard on myself about the art I create because it's the look super realistic, is the look, wow, I would pay $100 for this in a museum. No, the look is that I was having fun and I was just creating because what else is there to do in life? And so um play has been a big part of the artist way, at least the last few weeks. The word play comes up a lot, and I I I do little things now every day to prioritize that play, and I feel good and I don't feel ashamed of play. I don't feel ashamed of being a 29-year-old childless cat lady who records her videos in her room because I'm just playing. Why would I ever want to stop doing what I'm doing? I get to just, through the artist way and through my community, I get to just be a beautifully creative girl who hangs out in her room and goes on walks and she creates art. And anyone who thinks that isn't the coolest job in the world is a liar and they're in denial. And I'm going to be honest, if God wanted me to study law, if God wanted me to become a doctor, if God wanted me to do anything other than I'm doing right now, don't you think He would have made me a little, just a little bit interested in those things? I have one path in life, and it has to work. It it doesn't. No, it's. I mean, it's going to work. Like this is all there is for me. I have no other interest than to just create art and hang out, and the money will come. But um, I mean, I have no plans on becoming a parent. I have no plans on doing anything other than what I'm doing right now, and I love it. Occupation, beautiful girl, creative endeavors, pursued, makes money in mysterious ways. You know, why would I do anything other than this? You want to know what else? I saw a TikTok that was like, how come 30-year-olds, I'm not 30, how come the people I work with who are in their 30s are like, act so much more childish than the teenagers I work with? Because teenagers are given this idea that they want to be an adult, they want to grow up. Um, when you're an adult, you're like, I don't want this. What? I wish when things were simpler. I wish when it was okay, I would just make my art and it would be bad. And so there's some serious unlearning you have to do in order to be okay with that. It takes a lot of work to become gentle, is what I'm saying. It's hard work to become a gentle person. It's easy to be rough around the edges. It's easy to give dirty looks, and it's easy to um, judge people either in your own minds or even out loud. But you know what I got? I got like a 6 pack of these bubbles. I got them in like a 6 pack at Walmart for $1. Dollar. And so I've just been carrying them around, little, and I just go on a walk. Some people take a little cigarette. I take out my bubbles and I don't drink, don't smoke, but sometimes you need a little something to take the edge off, a little something to remind you that life is not that serious. I don't know if I made any coherent thoughts or sentences in this, but I'm going to take it, I'm going to edit it, I'm going to eat my cupcake for breakfast. And I hope you have a lovely weekend. And oh my gosh, I'm still working on editing my camcorder footage. It just keeps adding up, and I don't know. Sorry, I had soap on my keyboard. Yeah, I am piecing through this camcorder footage, and it keeps adding up. But camcorder footage, like I record so many hours worth of videos on my camcorder. It's actually, yeah, it's my favorite tool to use, but it also takes the most work to edit and piece together those videos. So another webcam one for you today, and I hope you have a great day. And I love you, and I hope you find small ways to practice being silly and playful today. Oh, and it's a full moon. Did I already mention that? I might have mentioned that in the last video. It's the full moon. Journal about it. Go outside. Dance. Howl at the moon if you need to. Do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes to keep your inner child alive. And that's all I have for today. I